Hello all, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on my channel, Lifestyle Change Straight Talk to You. Today I am going to talk about burnout. Burnout. And from what I understand, and I'm not sure how accurate the surveys are, but a lot of us are on this page. And it's not only not good, but it could be dangerous for your health, especially your mental health. So again, I've said in my previous session that a lot of us are walking around from day to day acting like we're okay, and we're really not. We're really not okay. And burnout is it's just a bad page to be on. And unfortunately, a lot of people are on it. A lot of people are on it because of different reasons. And we're just going to discuss, I'm going to discuss some of the symptoms today that the experts are talking about. And so if some of these fit you, then you're on this page. You have to, at some point, you have to be real with yourself and acknowledge where you are in your life. I have to do it, and you may want to consider doing it also. So talking about burnout, here's some of the symptoms, and it's a lot of them, if you ask me, that are connected with this. Some people are calling it an epidemic. So one is no motivation. You've lacked motivation now, or you're lacking motivation in so many things in your life. You're frustrated with things in life, and it's just not a good place to be. Your work-life balance is in a poor state. You're stressed to the max. Stressed to the max, man, because you probably have too much on your plate. They talk about not just your home life, but your work life too. That's where we spend most of our time, a lot of us, at work. So, and they talk about how dysfunctional your work setting can be, where you to the point where you have so much work, you don't have no control over the amount of work that you have to do, and they're expecting you to get it done. I've said this before also, that I feel like a lot of us, not just with our diets, but with our lifestyle, we've been set up for failure. And a lot of our positions at work, they want us to do 2 and 3 people's jobs, and still get paid the same. So all of that adds to the stress of that's connected with burnout. Working too much, again, no control over how much you have to do at work. You find yourself constantly putting off things that you need to be dealing with or need to get done. You may have a tendency to blame yourself a lot for not being able to accomplish certain things. You feel like you're a failure to some point in your life, whether it be financial or, with your family, or who knows, it could be a number of things. You're fatigued, tired all the time, like tired all the time. It's just not a good page to be on. Your brain is totally stressed. And it's not designed for that. It's not designed for it at all. You end up having, and of course, I know when I get stressed out, you end up having stomach issues. I mean, it kicks in like it's clockwork. Stomach problems, and if you don't address your stomach problems, that can lead to probably a number of different types of diseases. I mean, it's amazing how, how we've just kind of man, it just seems like we're just killing ourselves slowly. Yeah, we got to die, but and I have a twisted sense of humor, but you don't want to have to deal with as much pain. I'm just speaking up for myself. You don't want to have to deal with as much pain, and you don't want to have to deal with a lot of disease. But if you don't take care of yourself, that's exactly what you got coming. You're sick a lot of the times. You're just sick too often. Gosh, I mean, it's just your appetite is affected. I know when I have really stressful situations in my life, like when My parents died. Yeah, my appetite was affected. You end up getting headaches. I know that they say a lot of times that the migraines can be hereditary, but best believe some stress is kicking that thing off. It's kicking it off. You end up being irritable, just too much, just too much to the point probably where people don't want to be around you that much because you're so irritable all the time. I'll just say nobody in their right mind wants to be around a person who's irritable all the time. So it's just amazing how all this stuff is connected. Your muscles end up being achy. You don't want to go get a massage. You say you don't have time to get a massage. I mean, you're depressed all the time. You don't have any inner peace. You don't have any spiritual comfort. And they said people have a tendency to use physical things to comfort them instead of getting into a spiritual mode, whether it be meditation. People do all types of things, but I tell you what, I'll speak for myself. If I didn't have something to spiritually comfort me in this world with these wicked people in this world, I don't know. I don't know what I just don't know how I would make it. So, I mean, these things are they're important to look at and acknowledge. Some people use substance abuse for comfort, whether it be, now we got marijuana that's legal, but whether it's something more addictive, alcohol and all these different types of drugs that they have out here now, just trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? Just get your body out of the normal mode that is supposed to be in altered states. That's it. Now your body's in altered states. And guess what? Whatever problems you call yourself having, they're still going to be there when you come down off your high. So, I mean, we have to find other things to make us happy and make us comfortable. We don't take care of ourselves. I mean, it's all connected. We don't take care of ourselves like we should. It's your body. And I used to joke about it when I was younger. You can't grow another one. They'll cut off a limb for you and give you another a replacement part. But that's what's going to happen with some folks if they don't take care of themselves. I mean, I understand you have horrific accidents and things of that nature. Yeah. But if you lost your limbs because you abused your body, I'm like, come on, man. I mean, I'm not perfect. But I tell you what, I'm going to do all I can to try to make sure that, that my body stays as healthy and as strong as it can, as long as it can, without me having to give half my money, my pennies, to the pharmaceutical companies and the medical community. I mean, yes, go for your checkups, but other than that, I'm not trying to come see y'all. So, I'm on that tip, and I'm going to stay on that tip as long as I can. All of this stuff with burnout, this is a lot of reasons. These are a lot of the reasons why people, that's another topic. They have no release. So here's some things that they talk about that can be good for prevention. So I tell you, when I used to walk, and I still do when I get the opportunity, in the neighborhood or wherever, go to a park, I would even take my lunch breaks and take a walk. Or your 15-minute breaks, you're supposed to get legal breaks, people. You're supposed to be, step away from your desk, because as long as you're at your desk, even if you're eating lunch, guess what? Somebody's going to come up to you and want to talk to you about work. This is your legal break. Take your lunch. I mean, I just can't stress that enough. Take a break. Take your legal 15, 10-minute breaks. You need them. So I would walk around the building or whatever I could do. Your brain is just not set up to continue to deal with all of this stress that we have put on ourselves. You got to learn how to manage your time better. And I said it in a previous session. Maybe you got too much on your plate. You need to learn how to say no sometimes and not feel guilty about it. And you just got to get to that point, and maybe you need to sit back again. Like I said, you got to analyze yourself and look at what you do during the course of your day. Look at and just reorganize your priorities. Maybe things that you thought were priorities are just important things and they're not urgent things, or they shouldn't be top of your list as a priority. You need to reevaluate your life at home, your work life, all of it. And you got to take some time out for yourself. So it's, of course, they just about everything that we talk about is always still, it's connected to getting enough rest. It's connected to eating healthy. It's connected to getting exercise. It's connected to drinking water. People tease me all the time. I've got a bottle of water glued to my lips all the time. But people tell me that I don't look my age, and it's got to be not just DNA, but for other reasons. Drink your water. I mean, it could cause just your body to just malfunction. Hello, people. Is anybody at home? Our body is made up of a certain percentage of water. I don't have the stats in front of me because I keep seeing different things. The men have, one percentage and women have another percentage. So you need to get your water. You end up having things like kidney stones and things of that nature. Keep playing around and think you don't need your water. Can't get rid of your toxins, wonder why you're constipated. I'm just saying, it's just all connected. It's all connected. And then, of course, you have to have something spiritual in your life, a meditation, whatever you call yourself doing. You need it in this world. You need it in this world. And physical, like I said, physical things in my previous session that you try to use to comfort you, it's temporal. It's temporary. It's temporary. And man, you can just talk to people about using certain substances to try to make themselves feel better. You just continue. You'll just end up using more and more and more because it's just not going to hit it's not getting to the root of the problem. That's what I wanted to say. It's not getting to the root of the problem. So you got to find out what the root of your problem is, be real with yourself, and just try to take better care of yourself. We got to get off this burnout page, man, because then now you're in a position where you're probably just going to end up snapping one day, losing your mind. And it's because you just took too much on. Learn how to delegate. Learn how to be more selfish with your time. Learn how to, if people say, well, I got kids. Well, get your kids, take your kids with you to the gym, or especially if they have babysitting sections for your kids, or maybe you need to get your kids involved in exercise. You would be surprised how they would get a kick out of doing some certain things, especially at home. So I'm just saying, we got to do better. We got to do better. I mean, and I find myself falling off, getting sidetracked. It's like, no. I got to get back on track. I've got to have time for me, and I demand it. Like when I'm getting ready for bed, I may do it 1 hour before, start winding down. I'm putting my phone on vibrate. I might even turn it off because I'm not an essential employee. I understand if you're essential. But whatever the problem is, at 10 o'clock at night, Vern is not answering the phone because whatever it is, it's still going to be there in the morning when I wake up. And so that's on you guys. You got to do what works for you. But I just wanted to briefly touch on burnout because it's a real issue. A lot of people, I would dare to say more than 50% of the people are dealing with burnout today. So if it's you, when I say lifestyle change, we got to look at so many things. It's like, look, all this stuff that we're just doing bad. We're not taking care of ourselves. So as usual, you got homework. Take a hard look at yourself and admit what page you're on. Admit where you are right now in your life. It might do you some good. Thank you for joining my channel today. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Do something good for yourself. And please subscribe to my channel and share it with a friend who needs it. Have a good one. Bye-bye.